I read a book. Can I have a medal, please?
Now, I don't know if I am, how can I put it, losing interest in one of my previously favourite authors, but okay, so let me give you a bit of context. If you know me and you've seen me on here for a while, if you're aware of my own books that I've written, one of the books that inspired me to write Horizon, which is this one here, available at all good retailers and in all formats. One of those influences was Dead Silence by S.A. Barnes. Now, I waited a long time, very impatiently, to get my hands on Ghost Station last year. And it was an immensely massive disappointment. So the fact that I had to wait an extra year for Cold Eternity, which is this one, I was hoping that, we'd be back to the sort of space-based terror that Dead Silence evoked. And I have to say, it just didn't do it. It didn't do it. So you have Hallie, who is on the run, basically. She used to work as an advisor to the Prime Minister's assistant or something like that. And she discovered something, questioned it, and that went very wrong. And now she's on the run with a false name, and she's looking for somewhere basically to hide and start a new life. And this leads her to a dead ship. And when I say a dead ship, I don't mean a ship that doesn't work, although, it's not really holding together very well. It's very old. The Elysian Fields is a cryo ship for rich celebrities and stuff from hundreds or so years ago who were dying or dead, and they thought that they could, in the future be brought back to life or saved or whatever it may be. The usual reason for going into cryo. And even though nobody really cares about it anymore, they know cryogenics doesn't work in terms of reviving people, they still maintain the ship. And obviously, if you're on a ship of the dead, just you and somebody else who you've never physically met, and I have my suspicions about Carl, but on your own, with like protective carvings in the floor of the metal room you sleep in and all this, you think, yes, good, creepy stuff is coming. The problems I had with Cold Eternity were the same problems I had with Ghost Station. There is a massive amount of politics and backstory regarding politics that I don't think is necessary. I think a more brief or fewer references to all of this would have served the story better. Because the reason you buy these books, let's be honest, is because you want sci-fi horror. You want a scary story in space. When a third at least of the book is dedicated to waffling on about the politics of the situation that the character finds himself in, but like overly so, it kind of makes you question going on. And that's how I felt until about the 50-60% mark, and then all the horror-based stuff kicked in. And don't get me wrong, it is gruesome. The horror aspect of this book is done better than Ghost Station. I will say that. The book is better than Ghost Station. I just think there's too much exposition in the wrong place. I don't want to know about the politics. I don't like normal politics, let alone having them in my sci-fi horrors to the point where there is a lot of politics. Just, no. I don't like that. Too much. So I gave it, unfortunately, 3 stars. Which is the same I gave to Ghost Station, but it's got the same problems. So, I'm worrying if this is becoming a bit of a Frida McFadden situation. Like, I keep buying S.A. Barnes books, like I do Frida's books, because she wrote a really good one once, and I'm holding out hope that that can be recaptured, and it just keeps letting me down. So I hope that's not the case. But I guess we'll see if and when she writes a 4th one. But yeah, read it, let me know what you think, but I don't think we're getting to the heights of Dead Silence anytime soon.